What if the battle for your day, for your focus, and for your peace of mind was won or lost not in the chaos of the afternoon, but in the quiet, sacred stillness of the dawn? The world teaches you to react to the day. The Stoics knew that a wise man creates his day before it ever truly begins. Own Your Morning, Stoic Discipline, Unbeatable Control, compiled and published by Stoic Ruler. Lesson 1. Embrace the power of routine. Imagine a master shipwright beginning the construction of a great ocean-going vessel. The first and most critical piece they lay is the keel, the long central beam that forms the backbone of the ship. Every other plank, mast, and sail will be aligned to this single foundational piece. Its strength and straightness determine the integrity of the entire vessel. Your morning routine is the keel of your day. The inner conflict we face is a modern romance with the idea of spontaneity and going with the flow. We resist routine because we see it as a boring, restrictive cage that stifles our freedom. We want to wake up and see how we feel, letting our mood dictate the course of our day. The fundamental problem with this approach is that a day without a routine is a day surrendered to chaos. When you wake up without a plan, you immediately default to a state of reaction. The first thing you do is grab your phone, and in that instant, the world floods in. Your mind is immediately hijacked by a torrent of emails, notifications, bad news, and the curated lives of others on social media. You are instantly thrown into a defensive crouch, putting out fires and responding to other people's agendas. You have lost the battle for your day in the first 5 minutes because you have allowed the world to set the tone, not you. This freedom from routine is actually a slavery to every random external impulse that vies for your attention. The transformative solution is to embrace a consistent morning routine, not as a prison, but as your strategic launchpad for true freedom and control. It is the conscious act of laying a strong, straight keel before the chaotic waves of the day begin to crash against you. The core Stoic idea here is that of creating order. The Stoics understood that the universe is an ordered cosmos, and our goal is to bring our own inner world into harmony with this rational order. A morning routine is a practical, daily ritual of imposing order on your own small corner of the universe. It is a powerful declaration that you will determine your priorities, you will set your mental state, and you will win the first battle of the day, every single day. This initial victory creates a powerful momentum that carries you forward. You can begin to build this foundational routine with a simple, powerful framework. Do not try to create a complex 2-hour routine at first. Start with a keel routine that has just 3 simple, repeatable steps and takes less than 15 minutes. For example, Step 1, hydrate. Before you do anything else, drink a full glass of water. Your body and brain are dehydrated after sleep. This is a simple act of self-care. Step 2, move. You do not need a full workout. Perform 1 minute of jumping jacks, push-ups, or simple stretches. This changes your physiological state and wakes up your body. Step 3, be still. Sit in a chair for just 5 minutes in complete silence. No phone, no input. Just be present with your own breath. These 3 steps, hydrate, move, be still, are a powerful way to lay the keel. The most important rule is that this routine must be completed before you look at any screen. The benefits of embracing this routine are the benefits of starting your day as a commander, not a coward. You will feel a profound sense of calm and control, as you will have started the day on your own terms. You will dramatically reduce your morning anxiety because you will not be immediately flooded with the world's problems. You will increase your focus and productivity for the rest of the day because you have primed your brain for order, not for chaos. You will be building the discipline muscle first thing in the morning, making it easier to make disciplined choices later. Your practice is to design your own simple 3-step keel routine. Write it down. For the next 7 days, your only goal is to execute it before you touch your phone. A powerful routine is made even more effective by preparing for it the night before. In our next lesson, we will explore how mastering your evening is the secret to mastering your morning. If you are ready to lay the keel for a better life, please show your support by liking this video. Lesson 2. Master self-control. through preparation. Picture a warrior the night before a great battle. They are not idly waiting for the morning. They are in a state of quiet, focused preparation. They are meticulously cleaning their armor, sharpening their sword, checking their supplies, and studying the map of the terrain. They understand that the outcome of tomorrow's battle is determined not in the heat of the fight, but in the quality of the preparation done in the calm of the preceding evening. This preparation is an act of supreme self-control. The inner conflict we face is that we treat our mornings like an unprepared soldier, stumbling out of bed and into the battle of the day with no plan, no clean armor, and no sharp sword. We rely on our tired, foggy morning brain to make all the important decisions. The problem with this lack of preparation is that it needlessly drains your most valuable and finite resource, your morning willpower. Willpower, like a muscle, is at its freshest in the morning, but it is easily fatigued. When you wake up and have to make a dozen small, unnecessary decisions, what should I wear? What should I eat for breakfast? What should I work on first? Where are my keys? You are exhausting your decision-making capacity on trivialities. You are inflicting decision fatigue on yourself before the day has even properly begun. This leaves you with less mental energy and less self-control for the truly important challenges and temptations you will face later. You are losing the war by wasting your best troops on minor skirmishes. The transformative solution is to adopt the mindset of the warrior and master your self-control through evening preparation. It is the discipline of using a few minutes of your clear-minded evening self to set up your groggy morning self for inevitable success. The core Stoic idea here is that of foresight and the strategic design of one's environment. The Stoics were not just passive acceptors of fate, they were active architects of their lives. By preparing your environment the night before, you are externalizing your discipline. You are making it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. You are, in essence, sending instructions forward in time, making your future disciplined action the path of least resistance. You can begin to master this practice with a simple but powerful evening shutdown ritual. This ritual should take no more than 15 minutes at the end of your workday or before you go to bed. First, prepare your clothes for the next day. Lay out your work clothes, your gym clothes, whatever you will need. This eliminates one decision. Second, prepare your morning fuel. If you drink coffee or tea, get the machine ready so all you have to do is press a button. This eliminates another small hurdle. Third, and most importantly, plan your battle. Look at your calendar and identify the single most important task for tomorrow. Write it down on a piece of paper and place it on your desk. This is your primary objective. When you wake up, you will not have to waste any mental energy deciding what to do. Your wise evening self has already given the orders. The benefits of this evening preparation are profound. You will wake up with a sense of calm and clarity, knowing that the day is already structured for success. You will eliminate decision fatigue, preserving your precious morning willpower for your most important work. You will feel a dramatic reduction in morning anxiety, as the uncertainty of the day has been replaced by a clear plan of action. You will build a powerful sense of being in control of your life, because you are no longer a victim of your morning whims, but the architect of your own success. Your practice for this lesson is to perform a simple evening shutdown ritual tonight. Just lay out your clothes and write down your most important task for tomorrow. Feel the sense of control this gives you. This preparation sets the stage. But to truly forge an unbeatable mind, you must begin the day with an act of resilience. In our next lesson, we will explore how to cultivate mental resilience every single morning. Subscribe to Stoic Ruler to continue building unbeatable control. Lesson 3. Cultivate mental resilience. Daily, imagine a blacksmith taking a piece of raw, untempered iron. To transform it into a strong, resilient steel blade, the blacksmith must do two things. They must heat it in the intense fire of the forge, and then they must strike it repeatedly with the hammer. It is this deliberate application of stress and pressure that fundamentally changes the nature of the metal, making it hard, sharp, and unbreakable. Your mind is this piece of iron. The inner conflict we face is our deep, instinctual aversion to any form of discomfort. The moment we wake, our primary impulse is to seek comfort and pleasure. The warmth of the bed, the sweet taste of a sugary breakfast, the easy dopamine hit of scrolling through our phone. The fundamental problem with starting your day by seeking comfort is that it trains your mind to be soft. It reinforces the belief that your own comfort is the highest priority. This creates a fragile and pleasure-seeking mindset that is completely unprepared for the inevitable difficulties and hardships of the day. If you teach your mind that its first priority is to feel good, it will shatter at the first sign of pressure, criticism, or failure. You are, in effect, forging a blade made of soft, untempered iron. It may look like a sword, but it will bend and break in the first real fight. A day that begins with weakness is unlikely to end in strength. The transformative solution is to become the blacksmith of your own mind. It is the conscious choice to begin each day not with an act of comfort, but with a deliberate, voluntary act of discomfort. It is the practice of heating and hammering your own will in the forge of the morning. The core Stoic idea is that difficulty is the training ground of virtue. The Stoics did not pray for an easy life. They prayed for the strength to endure a difficult one. By choosing to face a small, manageable hardship first thing in the morning, you are sending a powerful message to your brain. I am in command. My principles, not my feelings, will dictate my actions. I am stronger than my desire for comfort. This single act tempers your will and forges mental resilience for the rest of the day. You can begin this powerful practice by choosing your first act of discipline. This should be something that is challenging but achievable and can be done within the first few minutes of your day. For some, the classic example is ending a warm shower with 30 to 60 seconds of pure cold water. It is a profound shock to the system that requires a conscious override of your body's desperate plea for comfort. For others, it could be a short but intense physical exercise, a set of burpees, push-ups, or squats done to failure. The goal is to do something that your weaker self would rather not do. Another powerful practice is to simply make your bed with military precision every single morning without fail. It is a small, ordered act of discipline that starts your day with a completed task and a victory over laziness. The benefits of forging your resilience daily are immense. You will develop a powerful mental toughness that will serve you in every area of your life. You will find that you are less fazed by the small annoyances and setbacks of the day because you have already faced a harder challenge by choice. You will build a deep and abiding self-respect, knowing that you are a man of discipline. You will start every day with a victory, creating a positive psychological momentum that makes you more likely to win the other challenges you face. You are proving to yourself, first thing in the morning, that you are a diamond in the making. Your practice for this lesson is to choose your first act of discipline. For the next 7 days, commit to it without fail. Once you have forged this resilience, you must give it direction. In our next lesson, we will learn how to set powerful intentions for unstoppable progress. Let us know in the comments what your chosen first act of discipline will be. Lesson 4. Set intentions for unstoppable progress. Picture a skilled archer stepping up to the line. They have a strong bow, a straight arrow, and a powerful physique. But all of this is useless until they perform one crucial act. They must calmly and clearly identify their target. They must fix their gaze and their mind on the bullseye. Without this clear intention, their strength is just undirected potential, and their arrow will fly aimlessly. Your day is this arrow. The inner conflict we face is that we often go through our days with immense potential energy, but without a clear target. We drift reactively, pulled from one task to another by the urgent demands of others, putting out fires and responding to emails. We are a powerful archer, firing our arrow randomly into the woods. The problem with a day lived without intention is that it is a day given away to other people's priorities. If you do not set your own target, the world will happily provide one for you. You become a tool for the advancement of your boss's agenda, your client's needs, and the demands of your social circle. At the end of the day, you feel exhausted, busy and frustrated, with a nagging sense that despite all your activity, you have made no real progress on the things that truly matter to you. A lack of intention is a recipe for a life of quiet desperation, a life where you are a supporting character in everyone else's story, but the main character in your own. The transformative solution is to seize the quiet, sacred moments of your morning to become the master archer of your own life. It is the practice of setting a clear, powerful, and virtuous intention for the day ahead. The core Stoic idea is that our purpose is to live a life of virtue. The morning is our opportunity to consciously align our will with that purpose before the chaos of the world intervenes. Setting an intention is like programming your mind's internal GPS. You are telling it your destination for the day. With this clear destination in mind, your mind can more easily navigate the distractions and detours that will inevitably arise, always gently guiding you back toward your chosen target. You can begin this powerful practice with a simple but profound morning habit. After your moments of stillness, take out a journal or a piece of paper. The first practice is to define your most important task, MIT, for the day. Ask yourself, if I could only accomplish one thing today to move me closer to my long-term goals, what would it be? Write that one thing down. This is now the bullseye for your day. The second practice is to set a virtue intention. Choose one word, a Stoic virtue or a quality you wish to embody that will be your theme for the day. It could be focus, patience, integrity, or kindness. Write this word down below your MIT. This word becomes your guiding principle for how you will approach the day's challenges. The benefits of setting daily intentions are the benefits of living a life of purpose, rather than a life of accident. You will find yourself making massive, unstoppable progress on your most important goals, as you will be directing your energy with laser-like focus. You will feel a profound sense of control and agency, knowing that you are the one setting the agenda for your life. You will find it easier to say no to distractions and unimportant tasks because they do not align with your stated intention. You will become the architect of your days, building a life of meaning and accomplishment, one intentional day at a time. Your practice for this lesson is to define your MIT and your virtue intention for tomorrow, tonight, as part of your evening ritual. Setting intentions is powerful, but to truly prepare our minds for the day, we must practice the Stoic art of reflection at dawn. In our next lesson, we will explore this habit of emperors and philosophers. Lesson 5. Practice Stoic reflection at dawn. Imagine the most powerful man in the known world, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He is not waking in a luxurious palace, but in a cold, damp tent on the northern frontier, surrounded by the constant threat of war. Yet, the first thing he does, before meeting with his generals, before reviewing his troops, before dealing with the endless demands of his empire, is to pick up his journal and a simple pen. He uses the quiet stillness of the dawn to prepare his mind for the day. He reflects on Stoic principles, anticipates challenges, and fortifies his own character. This is the practice of Stoic reflection. The inner conflict we face is our modern impulse to do the exact opposite. The moment we wake, we reach for our phones and fill our minds with a flood of external input, the news, social media, emails, before we have had a single moment to connect with ourselves. The fundamental problem with this input-first approach is that it puts you in a defensive, reactive posture for the entire day. You are allowing the anxieties, the outrages, and the agendas of the outside world to become the first thoughts in your mind. You are polluting the clear waters of your consciousness before you have even had a chance to drink from them. This primes your brain for distraction, comparison, and anxiety. It is an act of surrendering your mental high ground without a fight. You cannot hope to rule your day if you begin by allowing the world's chaos to rule your mind. The transformative solution is to follow the example of the emperor and dedicate the first sacred minutes of your day to quiet, purposeful reflection. It is the practice of looking inward before you look outward. The core Stoic idea is that our minds are gardens, and if we do not deliberately plant the seeds of wisdom and virtue, the weeds of fear and negativity will grow automatically. The morning is our daily opportunity to tend to our garden, to remind ourselves of our philosophy, and to prepare our minds for the challenges ahead. This practice is not an indulgence. It is the essential mental armor we must put on before we enter the battlefield of the day. You can implement this practice with a simple, Stoic sunrise journal. Routine. Take a notebook and immediately after your stillness practice, spend just 5 minutes writing down your answers to 3 powerful questions. Question 1. What is within my control today and what is outside of it? This immediately focuses your energy on what you can actually affect. Question 2. What challenges might I face today? This is a form of premeditation malorum. By anticipating difficulties, a frustrating colleague, a tedious task, a moment of temptation, you rob them of their power to surprise and upset you. Question 3. How can I meet these challenges with virtue? For each potential challenge, pre-plan your virtuous response. I will meet my frustrating colleague with patience. I will face the tedious task with discipline. The benefits of this practice are the benefits of becoming the emperor of your own mind. You will start your day with a sense of clarity, purpose, and profound mental preparation. You will be less reactive to the day's challenges because you will have already anticipated them. You will strengthen your connection to your own core values, making it easier to live a life of integrity. You will develop a deep resilience, knowing that you have already mentally rehearsed for the day's difficulties. You will be arming your mind for victory. Your practice is to try the Stoic Sunrise Journal tomorrow morning. Just 3 questions, 5 minutes. It will change the entire trajectory of your day. This mental preparation is key to owning your emotions, rather than being owned by them. In our next lesson, we will explore how to take command of your emotional state each morning. Subscribe to Stoic Ruler to arm your mind for life. Lesson 6. Own your emotions. Own your day. Imagine a skilled meteorologist at the start of their day. They look at a complex weather map, filled with storm systems, high-pressure zones, and shifting fronts. They observe the map with objective clarity. They might say, a major storm system is approaching from the west. They do not say, I am a storm system. They see the weather as an objective reality to be understood and navigated, not as a personal identity to be consumed by. Your emotional state upon waking is this weather map. The inner conflict we face is our tendency to fuse with our morning mood. We wake up feeling anxious and we say, I am an anxious person. We wake up feeling tired and unmotivated, and we believe, I am an unmotivated person. The fundamental problem with this fusion is that it allows a fleeting, often irrational morning feeling to become a self-fulfilling prophecy that dictates the reality of your entire day. If you believe you are your bad mood, you will unconsciously look for evidence to confirm it. You will interpret a neutral comment as a slight. You will see a small challenge as an insurmountable obstacle. You become a passive victim of your own internal weather. You have given a temporary, chemical state in your brain the authority to rule over the next 16 hours of your precious life. This is a profound abdication of your personal power. The transformative solution is to become the wise meteorologist of your own mind. It is the practice of using your morning routine to observe and acknowledge your emotional state without identifying with it. The core Stoic idea is that feelings are not facts. They are data. They are signals from your body and your subconscious that are to be noted, understood, and then managed by your rational mind. Your disciplined morning routine creates a stable, unchanging platform from which you can calmly observe your internal weather. The routine itself becomes an anchor, proving that your actions are determined by your commitments, not by the passing emotional clouds. You can begin to practice this emotional ownership with a simple addition to your morning reflection. After your journaling, perform a morning weather report. Ask yourself, what is my internal weather today? Then, acknowledge what you find, without judgment, as a meteorologist would. There is a high-pressure system of anxiety present. I am observing some fog of low motivation. There are some scattered clouds of irritability. By naming and observing the emotion from a distance, you separate yourself from it. The second step is to then consciously reaffirm your chosen intention for the day. You say to yourself, although there is a feeling of anxiety present, my intention today is to act with courage. The weather will not determine my course. The benefits of this practice are immense. You will break the powerful spell that your morning moods have over you. You will develop the incredible power to feel one way and act another, the very definition of emotional mastery. You will find that negative moods often dissipate much faster when you don't fuel them with your identification and judgment. You will feel a profound sense of agency and control, knowing that you are the captain of your ship, not a cork tossed on the emotional waves. You will own your day because you have first owned your emotions. Your practice is to perform your first morning weather report tomorrow. Acknowledge the weather, and then set your course anyway. This daily victory over your emotions is what creates the momentum for lasting discipline. In our final lesson, we will explore how this all comes together. Lesson 7. Achieve lasting discipline through action. Imagine a powerful, heavy locomotive at a standstill. The initial effort required to get it moving is immense. It takes a huge amount of focused force to overcome the inertia. But once it begins to move, even slowly, it starts to build momentum. With each turn of the wheels, it becomes easier to move faster. Soon, it is a nearly unstoppable force, thundering down the tracks with its own immense self-sustaining power. Your self-discipline is this locomotive. The inner conflict we face is our belief that discipline is a finite resource that we use up throughout the day, like a tank of gas. We fear that if we are too disciplined in the morning, we will have no willpower left for the evening. This belief is a problem because it makes us timid and hesitant in our practice of discipline. We ration our efforts, afraid of running out of willpower. But this fundamentally misunderstands the nature of discipline. Discipline is not a resource you deplete, it is a force that generates momentum. The initial act of getting the train moving is the hardest part. Every subsequent act becomes easier because it is pushed forward by the momentum of the last one. The man who gets out of bed on time finds it easier to do his workout. The man who completes his workout finds it easier to eat a healthy breakfast. The man who eats a healthy breakfast finds it easier to tackle his most important work. The transformative solution is to understand that lasting discipline is achieved not by conserving your willpower, but by strategically creating momentum through action. Your morning routine is the powerful initial push that gets your locomotive moving down the tracks. The core Stoic idea is that every action is a vote for the type of person you want to be. When you win the morning, when you choose discipline over comfort, action over procrastination, and intention over distraction, you are casting a powerful series of votes for your highest self. You are not using discipline, you are becoming a disciplined person. This identity is what carries you forward, not some finite tank of willpower. The practice here is the routine itself seen through this new lens of momentum. Your goal each morning is to achieve one single decisive victory, the successful completion of your planned routine. That is it. That is the only battle you need to focus on. See it as a single unit of action. The first act of hydration makes the second act of movement easier. The act of movement makes the third act of stillness easier. Each completed step builds momentum for the next. When you complete the entire routine, you have created a powerful winner effect. You have started your day with undeniable proof that you are a person who does what they say they will do. This psychological momentum is the unstoppable force that will carry you through the challenges and temptations of the rest of the day. The benefits of this approach are the benefits of becoming an unstoppable force for good in your own life. You will find that discipline is no longer a grim struggle, but a source of powerful, self-sustaining energy. You will achieve your goals with a greater sense of ease and flow. You will build a powerful identity as a person of action and integrity. You will transform yourself, day by day, from a stationary train into a powerful locomotive, moving with unstoppable purpose toward your chosen destination. Your final practice is not a single task, but a new perspective. Tomorrow morning, view your routine not as a series of chores, but as the single crucial act of getting your locomotive moving. Win that first battle. You have journeyed through the 7 pillars of Stoic discipline, learning how to own your morning to achieve unbeatable control. From the power of routine to the momentum of daily action, this is the path to forging an unshakable mind and a life of purpose. Seize your morning, and you will seize your life. Thank you for your time and your dedication with Stoic Ruler. If this journey has provided you with value, please support our mission by liking this video, commenting with your own insights, and subscribing for more wisdom on the path to an unshakable life.